Welcome to Vegan Sandwich Masterclass. So often when people think of sandwich and vegan, they often think of lettuce and grated carrot and the poor little rabbit. But we're going to show you, we've been making sandwiches for 10 years in our cafes. They're they're delicious, and they will blow your mind. Okay, so there is a framework and a principle that underlies how you can make any type of vegan sambo and make it super tasty and delicious. And we've kind of broken it down from our Ultimate Vegan Cooking course, where we go through the framework and principles of teaching you cooking, and obviously we cover sandwiches as well. Okay. So, first thing what you want to do is have a vision for your sandwich. So you want to know, is it a triple decker? Is it a double decker? Is it going to be on crackers? Is it an open top sandwich? So first thing is a vision, and that dictates what type of filler you use, what type of spreads you use, what type of condiments you use, and what type of garnishes you use. So there's really four main components to a sandwich. So first we're going to start with a bread. We've simply we went for a large slice of bread and we cut them in two. So we're going to make two sandwiches and we're going to stack them on top of one another, and that's it. And again, go as fancy as you want in bread. Use your own baked bread. We literally wanted to make this as accessible as possible, and I'm just using a simple malted yeast bread. So at the foundation of your sandwich, you want to start with your spread. There is a multitude of spreads. Many people think it's butter. But in terms of vegan, obviously you're not going to be having butter. You could use margarine if you want. But we make a multitude of hummuses, from normal hummus, beetroot hummus, to pestos, vegan mayo. You can make guacamole, you can make various pestos. So choose your own spread. In this case here, I'm going to start with, I think, vegan sausages and mayo go incredibly fabulous together. So I'm going to start with vegan mayo. So spreads are obviously, you can use the same spread on the bottom and the top layer, or you can use different spreads. In this case, I want to try different ones. So in terms of the top spread, we're going to go with a vegan basil pesto. We make it, it's super, super tasty. Tastes really cheesy. Took us years actually to figure out how to actually break it down and make it vegan and make it taste even better than a normal basil pesto. So I'm just going to go with this on top of it. And I'm going with a simple beetroot hummus. We make it ourselves. Choose whatever condiment you have. You could use harissa, you could use hummus, you could use whatever. But try to get something that's contrasting and bringing more flavor dimension to your sandwich. Okay, so now we're going on to fillings. So fillings is the essential bit. That's the core of your sandwich. You've got your spreads and your fillings, and those are the real main components. First step we want to make these real meaty and just absolutely epic sandwich. I'm going to just use simple vegan sausage. You'll be able to get them in most supermarkets down the frozen section. We will have our own fresh line out next month, which is pretty exciting. So Steve always likes to cut his in half. I like to cut them in half and like to put them down. There really is an infinite amount of fillings which you can use, and you're only limited by your imagination. So we've gone with sausages. I grilled some courgettes. I found them in the fridge, and they're actually yellow ones. So we're gonna go with a layer of grilled yellow courgettes. Obviously it could be aubergines, peppers, whatnot. You can grill them and they'll last for 3 to 4 days in the fridge, and you can use them in your sandwiches for most of the week. And if you do char them a little bit more, although many people say that's burnt, it's gonna add a nice crispy texture, and there's kind of a nice grizzly extra flavor note to it. Okay, next step in terms of fillings, I always love some fermented elements. So whether it's a gherkin, whether it's a pickle, or in this context, we're gonna go with a crimson sauerkraut. So it's just any type of a sauerkraut or fermented food like this, it traditionally was a means of preserving, but what it actually brings to the dish is acid. It brings a freshness and acidity and just a vibrancy that you won't get from any other component. And in this case, the reason why we're going with a crimson sauerkraut is obviously you've got that bright purple color, which will contrast against all the other colors in the sandwich, and it gives that acidic element which you won't get from a lot of things. Okay, next up in our fillings, I have some avocado. You could mash it, it'll go a little further, else you can slice it like this. I always like to slice it, I think it's really nice. So once your twin has sliced it, simply take a spoon, insert spoon around the edge of the avocado. Did you know the most nutritious part of the avocado is the green bit closest to the skin? Yeah, green bit closest to the skin, so try to get as much of that in as possible. In terms of color contrast, we've got some sun-dried tomatoes. These are the ones that are soaked in oil, so they're also known as semi-sun-dried tomatoes. They'll really give that richness to it. They give an extra sense of fat, and they're actually full of flavor, so it's great. You can use fresh ones as well if you like that alternatively, go for it. But this will add just a little bit more fat, a little more bite, a little bit more grizzle to your sandwich. You can make these in the oven. You literally slow roast them for quite a period of time and then just soak them in oil and all sorts of different spices and garlic and things. And they're very tasty. Or you can just buy them in the store. And final layer, just to top it off, we want to bring something fresh, something vibrant, and something green. So we got a load of baby spinach. Use whatever type you want, whether you like arugula, whether you like kale, whether you like chard, whether you like broccoletti, whatever type of green. And the great thing about the spinach here is it gives a contrast of texture. So you got the contrast from the crimson sauerkraut, you've got the sun-dried tomatoes, you've got the mushy kind of avocado, and then you got the fresh kind of bite into the spinach as well. Also in terms of flavoring, As you know, there's sweet, there's sour, there's bitter, there's umami, and there's salty. And bitter is actually where you're only going to get this from greens. And bitter is a very important component in terms of seasoning because it helps accentuate sweet and also salty and sour. Okay, finally all that's left to do is to top it. I've gone for green, Steve's gone for pink. Here we go, right? On we go.
There's the lid. Wow, what a sanger. Now that is a sambo to be reckoned with.
Okay, so here we go, the moment you've been waiting for. That moment of just sheer salivation. Here we go, right, ready?
That's a flavour bomb. The sauces are dripping over here.
I don't even know what's what, it just tastes like a taste sensation.
Crispy, crunchy, chewy, zingy, acidic, fresh.
Different textures, perfect. That is the perfect vegan sambo.
So that's the perfect vegan sambo. If you're interested in learning more about frameworks and principles, we have our ultimate vegan cooking course where we put our 14 years as vegan chefs into a course with templates and frameworks to teach you how to cook without recipes. So details down below. Thanks for watching and tag anyone who loves a good sandwich.
Yeah, let us know what's really in your favourite sambo because this definitely is up there with ours. Cheers for watching.
Cheers, bye.